Yeah, referendum is actually planned due to take place on 9th of January 2011, and it is in fact agreed both locally and internationally that referendum must take place on time. And the other thing, our fear is most of the voting materials that were to be sent from South Africa yet to be delivered up to now. Civic education on voter registration and all this has never been done yet up to this time. And of course the registration is planned to take place on 14th of November up to 4th of December 2010. That will be the time when the registration ends. And we are expecting to start off the referendum itself on 9th of February or 9th of January to 2011. Yeah, and the situation at the moment in Southern Sudan is alarming. There are several political parties in Southern Sudan, and there are also many political parties in the north. All those political parties are not in agreement in several issues regarding referendum. In fact, the minorities in Jongle state, the GA, the Kachipo and the Murle, were always in conflict. So the presence of the small arms that they have and the cows that they rear always is the cause of the problem. Not only the cows, but also the water point and the share of the grazing land is an issue. Putting forward that most of these communities were being displaced by the movement, they always come together, stress together, and they fight one another. So I'm expecting this coming referendum will worsen more of the situation, because there are so many displacement. The majority group like the Dinka and the Nuer that moves toward the direction of the Murle, the Kashipo and the GA has brought high tensions. Both these communities have got guns, and the penetration of the guns comes as a result of political issues between the north and the south. So the North government tried means of trying to spoil the whole process of the referendum by giving small arms to this civil population, especially the minority groups and even the majority groups. And of course, putting in mind those communities also, they hate themselves. They have tribalic conflict that exists, and then now giving the referendum as a way of trying to trigger the whole conflict. We expect that more fighting will happen and displacement will happen, and that is how I think it will happen. Yeah, this referendum will determine the self-determination of the Southerners. It's going to be one referendum and for all. It will not be repeated again. If Southerners mess up and they didn't vote for their rights, that means we will not again go back for another referendum. And we expect that in South, if it means unity, war will erupt. It is definite.